Hey YouTube, it's Lisa Bean coming at you with my post-op week 50 and 51. Hi. Good morning. I'm discombobulated. I've been out of work for a little over a week. I'm sitting here now looking at my emails and I just want to die. And I brought my laptop on vacation so I could try to keep up with some emails, but it just is crazy. People are already pinging me. It's just nuts. So, probably won't be a long video, but okay, so let's start from the beginning. I had my surgery on July 1st, 2013, weighing in at 266 pounds. 2 weeks ago when I came to you, I was 172. And today I stepped on the scale and I am 170. So it's a 2-pound loss. That didn't happen till this week because I got my period on vacation. And I usually go up when I did because when I went zip lining, you had to step on a scale in order to go. And the lady had like whispered my weight. I'm like, you could say that out loud, you know. But anyway, needless to say, I weigh in this morning at 170. So let's just call it a 1-pound loss each week. The sad part about that is my surgiversary is next week, my 1-year surgiversary, and I am definitely not going to make it to my personal goal. My personal goal was to weigh in at 166 on my 1-year surgiversary, which would make that 100 pounds down since surgery, and that's not going to happen. That is definitely not going to happen because I haven't had a 4-pound loss since like the first 3 weeks of losing weight. It's okay. You know, it will happen. You know, that is going to happen. 100 pounds lost on my surgiversary isn't going to happen. Next week, that's not going to happen. But that's okay. You know, remember what I said. Next week, I call a goal. And that's a number that I am being 170, I'm so extremely happy with that. It's not even in my weight goal for me. Like that 166 was my personal goal. You know, theoretically looking at the numbers in the BMI chart to be normal, you know, quote unquote, normal BMI or whatever, I would have to weigh in at a minimum, I think it was like 155. I think it was in 155. But that's okay. You know, that's if I never see 155, it's okay. It's totally okay with me. I've been watching some videos. I was trying to catch up and I was watching some videos and I saw Back to the Basics channel. They had a couple things that they were talking about, and you know, one of the things, and I saw one of Tanya's videos. I guess she's up a little bit in her weight, and you know, being happy, like happy with how you look, how you feel towards the number on the scale. And let's face it, this has been an ongoing conversation forever, you know, and as much as everybody, you know, you want to believe one thing, the scale number dictates another thing. I honestly can say I'm happy. I mean, 170, like I said, isn't in my normal range. If I ever get to normal range, I don't care. I mean, I can honestly say that. I really don't care. Will I stop? No, of course not. I mean, listen, for the last couple of months, I've been living like I'm in maintenance anyway. I do my 1,200 calories, but I pretty much stay on track. I mean, I do go off, but not really. It's hard to say. I know it's you know, it's something that you struggle with all the time. for myself, believe that I've hit goal a while ago. And the goal meaning that I have changed my eating habits tremendously. And I also hit goal because I'm a daily exerciser. I mean, I don't miss a day, except for Saturday and Sundays. Those are my off days. And as much as, like I said in the beginning, my husband, some of my friends, would bust my ass saying your workouts aren't that rigorous, you really got to step it up and blah, 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 blah. So many people saying that. Guess what? Guess who's exercised her ass for the last 8 months every fucking day? Yep. This girl, okay? So I haven't done body bump class or Zumba or haven't exercised for 2 hours every day or haven't did a boot camp. You know what? Because what I've done every day for 8 months. So right there, people who are like, ooh, that's not enough. You really got to step up your game. Regardless of the fact, I've done it. I've done it every single day for 8 months. I mean, has there been a day that I was sick or something that I didn't work out that day? Yeah. Did I bring it on a weekend because I missed a day during the week? Yeah, I have. So I could proudly say my workouts might not have been as strenuous as some. Maybe I didn't take the boot camps or the body pump or whatever, but I didn't do them sporadically. So, I do my treadmill every day. I do a mile on the treadmill, sometimes more, depends, but every single day I run out on that treadmill. Every single day I do weight exercises. I have hand weights. I also I have a Xbox game that I have incorporated in the last couple weeks. It's an exercise routine, so I add that in 3 days a week. So I've been doing it. I have been doing it. So to me, that's goal. To me, changing that lifestyle, changing my mentality. Since the day I got surgery, I have tracked every single effing day my food. Have never missed a day. Tracked everything. I put everything down to a freaking Reese's cup that I ate goes in there. I don't bullshit anybody. Certainly not myself. It goes in there. It goes in there because it is by far, my nutritionist said to me, if you do anything through this journey, if there's anything that you will stick to, tracking your food is you have to be successful through this journey forever, to be successful, it is to track your food. Because she was like, the first year you're going to lose weight. End of story. You're going to lose it. You're going to lose the fucking weight. In order to be successful going forward, you have to track. You have to weigh. She said, if 2 things you take away, and you cheat, you drink beer, you do whatever, soda, 2 things that you have to do the rest of your life is to track your food and weigh it. Those 2 things I do continuously. I weigh all my food. I weigh everything. I don't measure measuring cups. No. I weigh everything on a freaking scale. And I don't go over 4 ounces. I mean, I definitely could eat more than 4 ounces. I can tell you that. I may with some vegetables. There's always a deviation, like a little caveat to what I say. But vegetables and now fruit, I won't necessarily weigh. But I don't eat a lot of them. So, I mean, when I put vegetables on my plate, I'm not weighing it, but I have a good, pretty idea of how much is going on there. But any type of meat, anything main portion meal is weighed down, And if and a lot of times if I am having vegetables that I like, I'll just weigh out 3 ounces of my meat, my salt, protein, and then put that on the side. But yeah, I mean, that is something for me to, I definitely know to be successful, I will have to weigh and track the rest of my life. There's no eyeballing for me. There's not, because that will never work for me. Because I'll just bullshit myself. And I'm a schedule eater. I could tell you it was a little bit hard on vacation being with people that, obviously are on a different schedule. I pretty much kept to mine. I was like, time to eat. And that is how I am. I mean, as strange as that may be, again, for me to just eat when I feel hungry, I would never get in the proper nutrition. I would never get in the proper water. I have to be a scheduled person. In part of my journey, and I'll talk about this next week, but, is doing that. Is that success to me? Um, Success isn't necessarily the whole number, and we all know that on this journey. There are so many more pieces to this success that you can't even, you just can't. So, yeah. So 170, surge anniversary coming up. Some NSVs on vacation. I walked these hills like there were no tomorrow. We went for a long walk. We were in Virginia, in Massanutten, which was the Shenandoah Valley. Beautiful, beautiful place. Hills all around the condos. Crazy. Walk them, no problems. Wasn't gasping. Went far. Definitely not an issue at all. We went zip lining. For those that don't know, I am deathly afraid. I don't even go on the scrambler at a fair. Like, I do not go on rides at all. I don't like them. I don't like anything. I don't even like the swingers. Like, your basic ride, I don't even like, So for me to go on a zip line was unreal. Unreal. It was like an obstacle. It was called a canopy tour. So it was like obstacles. So you started off, you had to shear up this rope ladder thing. It was like a rope spread out, and you had to climb up to this dock up at the top. And then when you climbed up to there, you hit a first zip line. It was small. And then there were a rope bridge with a tight line that you had to get over, swinging ropes that you had to go across. There was another zip line. There was another bridge that was missing planks, so you really had to stretch out to get around. Now, this is all about 40 to 50 feet up in the air. Like, there's, it was good. So there were 4 major zip lines on this course, and the last one was 500 feet long. You were about 50 feet up from the ground, and the guy told me, I asked him how fast that the zip line was going. It was probably like 35, 40 miles an hour that you're going across. It's pretty fast. The first 3, well, you could say the first 2 zip lines were not scary to me at all. I mean, I did have a little bit of a fear, but they were short, and so by the time you were scared, you were already at the next platform. So it wasn't the biggest thing. I'm not afraid of heights. I'm afraid of speed. Like, that's what I don't like. It's not height. So I was up on the platforms, doing the ropes and the bridges, no problem. Being up looking down, that doesn't bother me. The last 2 zip lines were kind of scary, especially the last one that was pretty long. Really did. When I first jumped off, I had my eyes closed and I had that bottomless pit. And I was like, I did this surgery. Like, seriously, I did this major surgery. I opened my eyes and I just screamed, just free, just screamed free. And it felt so good. It felt so good. I mean, got tears. It's free. All right, everybody, well, have a good week, and I'll see you next week for my 1-year surge anniversary. Have a good week, everyone.